Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, here with me, myself, and I on the ones and twos, and this is We Ain't Seen the Reactions, the place where I react to everything I ain't never seen. And if you read by the title, you know it's time to shift gears for some more Initial D reaction. Yeah, you know, I just had to say it like that because I love when they have those big commercial bumps where they say the name of the title and then we come back from commercial break and they say it again in these different kind of sounds. Very reminiscent of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, even though that, you know, this predates that by years, many years. You know, Full Metal Alchemist, I always remember them saying that because they always have this cool narrator saying Full Metal Alchemist, and then they have this bubby jovial narrator be like Full Metal Alchemist, stuff like that. So I really like this show. I love the vibe. I think the thing that's the superstar in this series would have to be the music. The Euro beats really hit hard, especially when the vibe is real and the action is intense and you know things are really about to get going, man. Really think that does a good job of immersing the viewer into this world where they have a lot of street race activities and stuff. Unbeknownst to you guys, I did go and check out the Tokyo Pop dub of this because I was eager to see why it was so controversial. And I have to say it's pretty decent in some aspects, but I think they kind of undersell it with their choice of the music, where they try so hard to be different from what the Japanese introduced into the series, and they go for a more Fast and the Furious vibe with more hip-hop vibes to it. So yeah, I feel like this show does a good job of immersing you into the culture of street racing and drifting in general. Last time we left off, man, Ikutani was just sweating bullets because he was worried on if Bunta would actually stay true to his word and show up to race in his place, because as we know, his S13 was completely totaled after trying to learn how to drift on the streets of Mount Akina, man. So yeah, man, we were worried, but thankfully the A6 showed up. You know, the 8.6 being that stylish, incarnate device that is so cool, even though it is a bit dated. It showed up at the last minute, man. And who stepped out of that thing? None other than my man Takumi. And it's by way of Bunta that he actually showed up, because Takuma really wanted to use that 8.6 to take out the girl on a date, but unfortunately Dad was like, hey, you want to do that, you got to do me a solid and participate in this race that's going to be held on Mount Akina. And if you do so, I'll give you a full tank of gas so you can do whatever the fuck you want to do with this girl. That doesn't sound right, but you get my point. You know how your parents are. It's like, be home at a certain amount of time or that belt going to be waiting on that ass when you get home. So yeah, it was very cool to see, man. And we got a chance to see KEISUKE and Takumi go head to head, and ain't gonna lie, it's like I like how they stay realistic to it. They know that Takumi is a very capable driver, but they also know that there are logistics to this whole race concept, you know. I feel like the FDs, they are fast cars in their own right, and if it was just a drag race, the FD would just totally consume the 8.6, you know, because it's a straight shot. We know that that 8.6 doesn't have as much torque as the FD. But hey, this ain't no drag race. This is a curvaceous, drifting, extraordinaire event we got going on, man. And if you ain't man enough to handle the curves of Mount Akina, you better sit your ass down and go home and let somebody else try to handle her. Which Takumi was basically setting it. He was setting the record straight on that, and he is closing in on KEISUKE. So without further ado, man, we're gonna go ahead and see how this is gonna go, because this is so fun, man. The hype is real up in this. This is gonna be episode 5, titled Dogfight. So let's see if this concludes this big epic race that we've been going through. Here we go. Everybody bounce. Make you want to pounce. Hey, caught up with your ass. What you thought this was, bro? Like I said, this ain't no drag race, man. Yeah, you see now. I won't get that full tank of gas like I was promised to get unless I pass this nigga. You gotta shift to the turbo. Nigga, it's working. It's just the heart of the engine. You don't have that in your car. This dude right here, he just coasting, man. Here we go. This is where he gets to go ahead and cut in there. Sheesh. What are you gonna do? Trying to give him some info on how to beat him? There they go. Look at his eyes, bro. This man is Saitama before Saitama was even conceived. Hey, man. He's not worried, man. This guy can drive this road in his sleep. No. Wow, is he gonna skirt the curve? Like, is he gonna actually use his... How is he gonna do this? What? What did he do? Is it what I think he did? Boy, look how far behind he is now. It's over. Yeah, it's a wrap, man. It's a burrito, bro. The sound of your heart, nigga. That don't mean shit. Into their heartbeat. Yeah, you lost twice. This nigga finna go. It's like he ain't gonna stop. It's like there's no reason to celebrate. This has been over. Yeah, don't lie. It's all about that downhill jam, man. The FC. Mr. Analytical over here really thinks he stands a chance against the legendary 8-6. Oh, guys, let's take a pause for the cause, man, because that right there was very, very intense. Lo and behold, it's as I assumed. Takumi, he's just a different beast, man, and KEISUKE just didn't stand a chance at all. It's like he was kind of relying off of sheer power alone, you know. It's like he has the skill, like his brother Ryosuke said. It's like you're a very instinctive driver. You just have a feel for this, unlike me, who's very analytical, who tries to see the metrics and how to, you know, analyze certain things. You know, it's the heart, you know, that, like the song said, the heartbeat. It's the heartbeat. The heartbeat in these streets, man. You know, like I said, this ain't no fucking no drag race. This is a downhill jam session right now. And my man Takumi, he jammed all the way out. Like, he was jamming, you know, on the ones and twos, if you know what I mean. You know, and I feel like they're going to try to come at Takumi like sideways because they feel like his methods are so unconventional. They're going to like accuse him of cheating, because it's kind of like the thing that they did with Keiichi Sachiya. You know, they always accused him of cheating because he would win with this old rinky-dink ass car compared to the more newer models of vehicles. You know, so I can't wait to see how things are going to play out, how the aftermath is going to be, you know, especially when everybody starts to hear about this. Word of mouth starts to spread that the 8-6 was being driven by none other than this nobody named Takumi. So, yeah, so far so good. That was a epic race, a very close one. So I got to give shout outs to KEISUKE for at least trying, you know, even though he just ain't skilled enough. But let's keep this thing going, man. Here we go. Does this nigga listen to one of the opening theme songs? Come on, Pops. You gonna ask me how did it go? You gonna give me the money? You gonna give me that petro? They are so dry and I love it, man. Yeah. Don't act like I ain't good for it. Of course you did. You trained him to this point. Yeah, he had to dip up off the road onto the actual terrain, like on the grassy area or something. He probably used that to his advantage. I got a feeling that's how it's gonna be. It's like the car was probably hanging off one, like the side of the road as he swerved. Nostalgia! I wouldn't be surprised they see paint chips over there. Wow. Of course, man. Yeah. It's not, well, I wouldn't say it's practice, but it kinda is. Oh yeah. Get your rage bone on, sir. Oh, okay, so you ain't going out without a fight. Oh yeah, shit, you got the baby girl up in the passenger side with him. Jamming on the ones and twos. The closer I get to you. Finally get a chance to see him smile too. You know, he actually looks like he's interested in something. Of course, you gotta hit him with the fan service. Get a chance to see Takumi's bony ass chest and her in this damn Meryl from Dragon Ball Z bathing suit. Really? Oh. Hey, you feeling the kid? He's a driving wheel. What can you say, man? Uh-oh. Whew. But that was somewhat exhilarating, right? You were feeling that. Boy. Yeah, that's life, man. There's more to life than just delivering tofu. Well, she's kind of throwing out hints at. Yeah, who is that? Ooh. The wind is just casually blowing, adding to this nice atmosphere. Yeah, she trying to steal my boy's style. Okay. Word is starting to spread. What's his weak points? The ladies? What are you gonna do though? Really? Yatta! You're gonna use the 8-6? Okay. Hell yeah. Bad boys for life. Let's go. Get up in this little G pose. It's nice to dream. Y'all thinking too much into this. Y'all putting way much. It's daydreaming season. Look at that Ippo house. Hey, you see this man has his hands full. Why does he look so shocked? Boy. Alright, how long do we have left? Goodness. Who is this? Hey, is this Ryosuke? I do believe that is he, with the FC, trying to see what it be. Red Sans. Oh yeah. He gotta get that get back. He probably more inspired than anything. Who is that? Oh, it's the Night Kid, ain't it? The Undertaker of the Road. This guy. Are we about to have a race? I like how he has black to represent the name of his group. Whew, but guys, that right there was episode 5 titled Dogfights. And boy, was it an epic dogfight. A bit one-sided because we already knew how this was going to go, man. We knew that the 8-6 was going to eat that FD up for breakfast. You know, maybe brunch. You know, let's just make it breakfast, lunch, you know, maybe dinner too. But it was a good fight, man. I love how everybody is starting to talk about it now. We see that Takumi is the man, and his stock is gonna gradually rise, you know, if it hasn't already. You know, we already hearing people say that he's the greatest of all time, and they even got things misconstrued because they don't necessarily want to give him credit for being a good driver. They want to just chalk it up to the 8.6 just being modified and different from all these other mass-produced versions of the vehicle, you know. They're not just taking into account all the different techniques, which Ryosuke does. It's like, once he heard about the screeching that his brother KEISUKE described going on with the car during that last lap around Mount Akina, he realized that, yeah, it was as I assumed, that the tires... He used like the drainage ditch to allow his car to hook around that tight curve that he was dreading going around fast. You know, like KEISUKE, he was like, yeah, this is going to be a difficult turn. But this guy, he just seems to just be going for it. You know, he has that devil-may-care attitude. So what does he see that I don't? And it's the fact that he was able to use these other maneuvers in order to, you know, counteract the hardship of hitting that turn. So that was great. Now it seems like the Night Kids are going to enter the fold, and we're going to see him go up against that group, which most likely will be a tougher team to go after, you know, so I can't wait to see how that goes. Anyways, I hate to cut this short. I'm just going to go ahead and give this episode a rating. I'm going to give it a high A+. It's very close to getting an S, but like I said, you know, we already got most of the battle up in the last episode, so we got 30% of it to complete it with this one, so yeah, man. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this next episode, guys. It's going to be episode 6 titled A New Challenger. Here we go. Yeah. What are you gonna do, man? You got them church penny loafers on, got them whites. Alright, let's put you to the test. Yeah, I was like, okay, say less, my nigga. Oh, really? Kind of like Dominic Toretto. It's all about family cars. Bye bye. Look at it. That car is getting you brownie points, sir. Boy, he's whipping that thing. He's lucky he got a head start, because I'm pretty sure that this black car would have been sucked him up. Would have put him in a vortex. Really? Alright. I know who you is. Mount Miyogi, huh? Takeshi. Oh. Wow. Yeah, he's very thorough when it comes to that. He's encyclopedic as fuck. I'm not intimidated. I'm just being logical here, man. I can, you know, at least respect this guy for being honest about it. Uh-oh, he's doing the point. The evil monkey point. I made a little R32. A little cry to your mom. Who is this? Who's racing now? Are they going at it again? Whew. Oh my god. Sir, just give up already. You ain't built for this. It must have been a flashback, yeah. And that's where y'all always gonna go wrong. Y'all underestimate the driver because of the date of the model, but y'all just don't want to acknowledge the skill of the driver. Ask away. What do you want to know? Oh wow, I forgot it's still in its raw form too. That is so cool how he knows how to do that. Gonna roll that shit in around. Shake it, bake it, booty quake it, roll it around, baby. Yeah. That is so cool. Get your rim job. Did you say drifting? Without spilling? Hey, my nigga. Boy. What do you say? Guys, let's take a quick pause for the cause, man, because so much is happening at a rapid pace. So we finally got introduced to one of the night kids who seems to be this Billy badass on the block, you know, like, I love this GTR car that he has. Like, you can tell that he has a lot of pride up in it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's worked his way up to this point. You know, you can tell that he's had a lot of trial and error, especially when driving against other vehicles that were way more superior to his S13 that he had, man. So it's cool to see him come back new and improved and one of the best riders on his block. I forgot the name of the mountain that he's from in the prefecture, but you can tell he's a big deal up in this. And but you know, like my boy Ryosuke was telling him, he's like, you ain't gonna be able to beat the 8.6, bro, so you might as well go ahead and hold that noise right there, you know what I'm saying? Your little Nissan Skyline, you think that's gonna actually help you, but it's not gonna stand a snowball's chance, you know what I'm saying? Like a man with no legs, you don't stand a chance at all. And if you try to go up against that 8.6, you're gonna lose. So you know, Ryosuke, he's being a realist about the situation. You know, he realizes that he's gonna have to step his game up. He's gonna have to try to come up with different methods as opposed to the textbook style that he's accustomed to using in order to defeat the 8.6 in Takumi. But this guy right here, Takeshi, he feels like he is a worthy opponent to Takumi, and he's gonna try to prove that he's the best, and he's gonna do his best to conquer Mount Akina. So yeah, but anyways, we're gonna get back to this. I like that Takumi's actually letting his friends know how he became a master drifter, thanks largely in part to him driving at a youthful age. and utilizing tactics such as the water up in the cup holder. You know, like once again, man, my man, what's his name again? Keiichi Tsuchiya. He you can tell that his influence is strong up in this. Like, this is obviously a method that he used in order to get better. And I just like the interesting parallels where he talks about getting bored and wanting to up the ante just to make things more entertaining for himself. So yeah, very much a Tsuchiya parallel there. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump back into this, man. I don't want to waste no more of y'all time. Here we go. Hey, we back on the block. Let's go, man. I wonder if Ikutani is gonna like freak out, kind of like how Takumi did when he was in the passenger seat. You over there looking like Quail Man with these bandages on your head. Shut up. Yeah. Payback time. Bruh. This man's hair is going to be gray by the time he steps foot outside the car. Oh, Lord. I'll be scared of a CGI rail, too. To the upper room. My man passed out. He was too much for him to handle. Oh, yeah. Look how the manager had to come out and see what all the fuss is about. Yeah, you too old for this, man. Yeah, it's like he has the momentum, man. He has that fucking G-force that's gonna aid him. Yeah. Of course, yeah, the FR. See, there's rules to this shit, man. No matter how much turbo you use. We'll see. Yeah, there's a lot of stairs. Shit. You eating a little unpon bun? Manju, okay. Space Ghost. Vem, vem, vem. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Yeah, bro, his expression doesn't change that much. Even in the car. Oh my god, why is this nigga so abusive? Yeah, man, that's awesome. I'm glad he's actually enjoying this. He needs to stay motivated. He's like Goku. Who is this? Oh my god, Takashi, give it a rest. You're gonna give somebody a heart attack coming around the corner like that. Whew. Boy, already losing traction. Small fish, baby. I'm a big fish in a small pond. See ya. Ain't that some shit? I had to stop, huh? So I didn't even stand a chance. Gutless car. Yeah, you see how he has infinite turbo usage. Mm. Let's get it, man. Takashi said he want all the smoke with my man Takumi because he the ghost of Akina. And the ghost always comes out to play, man. You know when that night hit, that ghost gonna come out and talk his shit. Yeah, man, that right there was very fun. I love all the different personalities that we're getting with these characters. You know what I'm saying? Like the GTR R32 Nissan Skyline, if I'm not mistaken. That car right there is another classic because, you know, like it has a lot of power to it, even though it's lightweight and stuff. You know, like it's just a very unique device. And I like how essentially this guy really believes in his heart that since he has such a powerful vehicle, that this is going to give him the edge he needs to defeat Takumi, you know. And I feel like he's already setting himself up for failure with thinking with that mentality because, like I say, man, it's not all about the new hardware and stuff that you have under the hood. It's about how much heart you have, and it's always going to be about that technique. And Takumi, he has some more tricks in his bag. Like we've seen how he's able to use the curve and dip off into the ditch with the front wheels to give him that extra momentum that he needs without reducing it. And we're gonna see him do more things, man. Like I like how KEISUKE actually came to that interesting revelation that, you know, he had to do certain things that pushed the limits of his car. You know, he couldn't do the turbo how he wanted to because he was hitting on the brake at certain points, while Takumi, he wasn't doing none of that. He was just going for it. And you know, I like how Ikutani fucked around and found out. You know, I feel like my boy Takumi got his get back on Ikutani after Ikutani was almost gonna make him pass out up in the back seat when he was driving him and my boy, his friend that he always be with, Itsuki. It was hilarious, man, very hilarious. One of the things that I really love about this, it's like, if you guys haven't noticed, I have a very soft spot for classical anime because there's just something about cell shaded or cell animation that really just hits home with me. You know, it's very nostalgic. it's almost a breath of fresh air, because nowadays you can't go without seeing like more computer drawn or colored animations where things are kind of too vibrant and they kind of lose that spirit from the actual artists themselves that actually drew everything frame by frame. You know, I just love when things are like hand painted, such as the backgrounds. I feel like this is a perfect mixture of 2D animation mixed with CGI. You know, at first I was having a problem with it because I felt like the cars are going to be too uncanny and not really, you know, just match with the overall like aesthetic of the show. But all that lends itself to, you know, the actual style. The cars, they have a lot of personality, and I really hope that this series one day reaches that threshold to where it's actually able to get remastered and restored for Blu-ray DVD. I would love to own this and see how it looks in true HD definition, man. So yeah, this right here is already becoming one of my favorite shows, and it looks like my man Takumi is really becoming enthusiastic. You know, he's been driving for so long that he doesn't care for it. Kind of like how I used to be. You know, I always said once I got my car that I would be doing everything. I'll be driving everywhere. But when you get a vehicle and you realize that you're getting used a lot, you know, somebody's always going to send you out on an errand. Like when you don't feel like getting up, you're going to always have to drive. And I feel like since he's been doing that for so long and delivering tofu, that he just didn't feel like it was really just anything that he wanted to do. It was just boring to him, and he wasn't really making nobody happy. He wasn't making himself happy. But now, after having this race, he's found this new lease on his life. He finds something that he enjoys, and we're going to gradually see that unenthusiastic expression turn to a big ass smile, and I can't wait for that, man. But anyways, if I were to rate this one, I'll give this one a solid A. It was fun getting introduced to newer characters. The Night Kids seem like they're going to be yet another awesome antagonist that we're going to get to see how they hold up against the Speed Stars, because if I'm not mistaken, we are a part of the Speed Stars collective now. And we also, we can't forget about Ryosuke. We know that Ryosuke, he still has to get revenge for his brother. So we're going to see how that goes. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for us today. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, because as always, I have a blast reacting to these things with you and for you. If there's anything that I may have missed or gotten misconstrued, or if there's anything you want to let me know about what you liked or disliked about this episode, do that in the comment section below without spoiling me on things to come. But once again, this is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer. We Instant Reactions. I'll catch you guys on the next reaction to Initial D. Peace.